guys been offering on the channel. If you guys didn't check out the video we uploaded a couple of days ago between Khabib and Charles Oliveira, definitely go check out that video. Khabib made light work out of Charles Oliveira. Literally, it was like one of the shortest who would win episodes we had on the channel. So definitely go check that out. It was a pretty interesting one, to say the least. But regardless of that, we have another interesting matchup here. Now, this matchup right here, you guys may know about this one, okay? So, Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson were supposed to go off against each other, right? They were supposed to fight, and the fight got canceled 5 times, I believe. I think it was 5 times. Khabib got COVID. Tony Ferguson tripped over a production wire and tore his meniscus in his knee, or his ACL, his PCL, or something like that. Then it just kept getting canceled. So today we're gonna make this matchup a reality. So we got Khabib Nurmagomedov, widely regarded as one of the best lightweights of all time. You know, it's not even close. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Tony Ferguson, who is going to be a future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. It's not even close. So yeah, we're gonna dive into this matchup here, but should be a very interesting one, to say the least. I mean, their styles are very, very different. So it should be an interesting matchup to see who wins out of this one. But yeah, man, school just started back today. My nephews just started school back. Cousins started school back today, so we're making our strides around around the year and everything like that. 2022 just absolutely flew by, man. Like, literally one of the more crazier years. We got 2 people watching the video. What's up? Appreciate everybody stopping by. But yeah, definitely a crazy year, to say the least, here on the channel, you know. But yeah, we got Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. We got 3 people watching the video. What's up? Appreciate everybody stopping by. One of them is, known as kind of like a wrestler. Sambo champion, Khabib Nurmagomedov. He's one of, if not the best of all time. A lot of people consider him and John Jones to be at the top. Here's the thing, okay? Sorry about that, you guys. I'm texting somebody, but here's the thing. Here's the perspective you can look at it from. When you talk about the greatest of all time, it's similar in all aspect of sports, right? In some sports, there's an undisputed GOAT, right? But there's always an opinion to be made, right? There's always a case to be made. Tony Ferguson's got the 1-inch height advantage and the 6-inch reach advantage. That's impressive. And he's actually a hell of a lot older than Khabib is. But it's pretty interesting when you talk about who the greatest of all time is. You talk about accolades, you talk about influence in the octagon, you talk about title defenses, you talk about knockouts, you talk about submissions, all that, right? A lot of people say that Khabib was a boring champion, you know what I'm saying, because he didn't really, defend his belt for a long time. He didn't really, do this and do that. But when you look at Khabib's dominance, I mean, the guy went what 14-0, 15-0 in the UFC. He was a world Sambo champion. I mean, he defeated the likes of Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, just to name a few. I mean, who are all world-class athletes. And, I mean, you know, when you look at John Jones, I mean, he beat guys, you know, like Dominic Reyes. He beat guys like, who else is that? And we got Khabib going for a submission here. But I feel like Tony's going to escape out of this one. I feel like his ground game is pretty decent. But, I mean, you're talking about Khabib Nurmagomedov here. The guy can literally submit a bear, okay? And another, oh no, Tony's going for the submission. Oh, okay. I'm tripping, yo. He was going for like a looked like a crucifix, I think, was what he was going for. But like I was saying though, John Jones has went up against the likes of, you know, Dominic Reyes and you know, Daniel Cormier, Alexander Gustafsson. You know, he's went up against a lot of good guys as well. But when you talk about like out of the octagon drama, I feel like people underestimate what John Jones did out of the octagon. Like, people just say, oh, his, you know, achievements, you know, they outweigh what he done. No, bro. This man hit a pregnant woman, like, in a hit-and-run incident, bro. Like, this man, like, he literally was fighting people. He was getting abusive. Like, I don't know. And then the PED failures after failures after failures. It taints your legacy. You know what I'm saying? For all I know, I mean, I don't know John Jones personally, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say that I do. I don't have drinks with the guy at happy hour. Speaking of which, it looks like Khabib's about to make this matchup look easy. Oh my goodness. Yo, Khabib is absolutely stupid. This guy, bro, I don't even know what to say right now. I don't even know what to literally say right now. I mean, this guy, he's just so dominant. Like, you know, when you talk about, like, dominance, right? You talk about, you know, you talk about, you know, technique. You talk about athleticism. You talk about mentality. Khabib is one of the greatest of all time to do it in the octagon. Like, literally. It's not even close. Like, even when you compare champions, right? You know, Demetrius Johnson at flyweight. You know, Dominic Cruz. You know, you got 52 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner, Conor McGregor. Due to an armbar. You got Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, Khabib. You know, you name all these champions, right? Like, it just shows dominance. Like, not just in the lightweight division, but in the UFC as a whole, right? Not to throw dirt on John Jones' greatness or anything like that. We're gonna go ahead and run up another fight here. But you just have to, you just cannot discount Khabib's greatness. Like, you just can't. I mean, there's really nothing that you can do. We're gonna do Islam Makhachev versus Beneil Dariush, since they were actually supposed to fight, and they never did. So we're gonna do that fight here, since, you know, Islam is Khabib Nurmagomedov's you know, protege. So you got two round game oriented fighters here. after Khabib just made work of, light work of Tony Ferguson. We're not even going to talk about that one. But like I was saying, though, you just talk about the greatness of Khabib and Jon Jones. I mean, I put those two like neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? Jon Jones was a dominant champion. Let me not get my words twisted here. Okay, both kind of, well, you could argue that Jon Jones is undefeated because of that one kind of DQ loss that he had when he threw, I think he threw an illegal 12-6 elbow. But even if his record, remained like undefeated, the stuff he done outside of the octagon, it puts a sort of tarnish on his record. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you can take a crap and you can spray the world's best cologne on it, but at the end of the day, it's still crap, right? It's kind of like that in a sense, you know what I'm saying? You can try and say, well, oh, he beat all these world-class champions. He, never arguably lost a fight. He was so dominant, he beat Daniel Cormier. He did this, he did that. But listen, man, Khabib, you never had to worry about him testing positive for PEDs, picograms, hecograms, decograms, whatever the fuck kind of gram you want to talk about. Instagram, whatever the hell kind of gram you want to talk about, right? You never had to worry about that with Khabib Nurmagomedov because he was so dedicated to just honoring the Dagestani, heritage that he, represents. And, I mean, he's got a protege right here in Islam Makhachev, who's scheduled to go up against Charles Oliveira here. I think November 20th is when they're supposed to be going off against each other. I could be wrong about the date. But yeah, like I said, I put Jon Jones and Khabib Nurmagomedov. I would probably rank Khabib over Jon Jones. I'm trying to work on my list, you guys, as far as like, my top 5 or top 10 fighters of all time. I mean, there's just so many fighters, man. I mean, like, when you talk about, like, dominant champions, right? They span across 30 years of the sport, you know what I'm saying? I believe the first event took place, I think, back in 1991, I think, 92, somewhere around there. Like, obviously, mixed martial arts has been around for a very long time, but it's not as developed as it is now, as it looks like Khabib's protege is going for what looks like a crucifix here. Or it might be a armbar or something like that. Oh my god, it looks like he's about to tap in now as well. Oh my goodness, dude. Listen. Khabib and damn Islam Makhachev. I mean, what can you say? What can you say about these guys that hasn't already been said? I mean, these guys know how to put on a damn show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even fair. Like, when you come from Dagestan, Russia, you know what I'm saying? When you're wrestling bears at the age of, what, 4 or 5 years old, I think Khabib did, and when you inherit a young protege such as Islam Makhachev, this is the kind of results you get. This is the kind of results you get. I don't know if this is the result right here that we would have got in real life between the two of them, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have even been close.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 31 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar.
I mean, obviously, like...
Still, the undisputed UFC...
Oh, wow, and steel. Okay. Is that a sign of things to come for Mr. Charles do Bronx Oliveira? Now listen here. As far as the pay-per-views we have coming up, I'm going ahead and do a breakdown of those as well before we end off the video here. Kind of give you guys a heads up on some of the videos we have coming up here on the channel. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do here. So we're going ahead and back out of this. Hopefully UFC 5 comes out this year. I'm absolutely ready for the next UFC game to come out. Let's go ahead and dive in to these pay-per-views. So, like, as far as like fight night goes, we got Cyril Gane versus Tai Tuivasa. That's going to be at the Accor Arena, I think, in France, I think. You got Vettori versus Whitaker. That's going to be a pretty good fight. Then we got UFC 279, Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz. This is Nate Diaz's final fight, probably in the UFC. So that should be a very good fight right there. We'll break that down as time comes along. I don't even think Nate Diaz is in the game. I think he is though. I think he's in the lightweight division, I think. Nah, he's not even here. He probably just was like, you know what, just don't even worry about putting me in the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be here. Don't put me in the game. Yeah, I don't even think he's, like I said, I don't even think he's in the game. But yeah, Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz, that's going to be a pretty good fight. And then in October 22nd is going to be that Oliveira versus Makhachev fight. But yeah, we got Jared Cannonier versus Sean Strickland. And then UFC 280, it's going to be in Abu Dhabi. Islam Makhachev taking on Charles Oliveira. You got TJ Dillashaw going up against Aljamain Sterling. Then you got Sean O'Malley going up against Piotr Yan. This card right here is going to be pretty stacked. So I'm thinking about purchasing that one. Do my fight analysis on that, and that should be something cool coming up here. As far as content outside of the UFC here, I believe in the next 2 weeks roughly we should be getting the event that's called Call of Duty Next. That's going to be talking about Modern Warfare 2 coming out this year and the future of COD coming up. So that should be a pretty interesting event. I'll do a breakdown and analysis on that as well. 2K's coming out within the next couple of weeks. Pretty excited to see, what kind of builds we can make on there, and, eventually do a My Career series on that. Maybe some part gameplay if that's something you guys want to see. And then October, I think October 21st or the 28th, I think, is when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 comes out. Should be a pretty good amount of content here coming up on the channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all did, y'all drop a like, y'all subscribe, make sure your notifications are turned on so that way you don't miss a video when I upload. But other than that, y'all stay motivated, stay dedicated, always have that Mamba mentality, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace out.